They say success is the best revenge. Heard they were sleeping again, say it no more.
He is the one.
Dracarys.
Is it stupid that I love you when I never felt so away? Was it all just a big mistake? Do I wanna let it happen? Do you wanna just walk away when you feel like my soulmate? But it's all cool.
My niggas didn't have to play to win the championship. So my niggas don't dance, we just pull up my pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. I said my niggas don't dance, we just pull up my pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back. Now lean back.
Crypto YouTube, how's it going? A nice little video update before the markets close. Hopefully by the time this probably does come out, the markets will be closed, but 30 minutes to close, power hour, right? Let's get to it. God is great, and you know me, I'm here with another banger. So not too much to go over, still just hammering away the psychology course. I am going to be releasing another psychology course video from my psychology course to the public for free, so I hope you stay tuned to check that out as well. Like, comment, subscribe if this is your first time watching. Tons of content to always go over, tons of info to always give, and you know I give it to you in the best format possible. Price action has been pretty miserable the past couple weeks, so it's kind of limited my video, putting content out there as price doesn't really move. It's hard to analyze charts and give you good areas to look for positions. It's tough. It's tough sledding sometimes. These are the times that you kind of wish that price would be volatile all the time. But it's kind of this thing where once we have that volatility, you kind of have to rejoice and feel for it and enjoy it when it's here and be active and around the charts when it happens, because there'll be times like now where nothing happens and it's just all boring and price action is terrible, right? So in terms of that, I am going to be doing two course psychology sections. There's going to be two big courses to it. There's going to be a part 1 and a part 2. It's going to be about 40 videos. And then I'm going to do furthermore videos of just me general talking in an open format, kind of like my last video that I released on psychology, that open format type talk. I'm going to be looking to do more of those. I'll probably have about 15 or so of those videos. So there's a lot of content that I'm creating right now that's going to be live within the course and for the group. So if you're not part of the group and you want to be part of the group, is a perfect time, because I will be releasing part 1 of this psychology course soon. probably as late as next week, as early as this weekend. So stay tuned for that, as more updates will happen and come to that. Also, I do want to say that if you haven't followed any of my social media accounts, they're all in my description. Please follow them. I'm gonna start hammering away more content for social media. I'm also thinking about doing it where if you post a P&L into our winning trade section, let's go to that real quick. If you post into our winning trade section, this will actually come into our social media outlets and kind of post there as well. So I think that'd be a nifty little feature to add, and then it kind of puts you out there as well in the social media realm and show off your good work as well. So I think that's a really cool feature that I'm looking to add eventually here once this course is done and a lot of the other items that I have in the backlog are completed. But anyways, so yeah, this video, isn't normally my normal time to do videos, but I'm going to discuss news. We're going to go over the dollar, S&P, Bitcoin, and the Dow, and then we'll end it there. So I'm going to try to be as quick as I can with this, give you good information, and then let you roll with it, right? Let's get in and see if we find any good crypto news here. First mover America's Bitcoin drops to lowest since August as U.S. stocks slide. Today we are having a bit of a rally, had a bit of a rally, not so much now. It's kind of all fizzled away. Binance hires UK accountant firm Grant Thornton to advise on audits. Let's see. Japanese financial regulation mulls taxing crypto as a financial asset. Cointest 20 performance update. Matic plunges 6.9%, leading index decline. Yeah, things are just not doing well for us right now in the crypto realm. Very low interest, very low liquidity. Any little move is a massive move for it, just because the the orders are so thin. So Switzerland's fourth biggest bank, ZXB, offers retail customers Bitcoin and Ethereum. So a little bit of news, but nothing like super crazy. A hunt for yield, the next chapter in crypto portfolio optimization. The fallout from the 2022 crisis has pushed the industry to innovate. One of the most promising developments has been the rise of tokenized money market funds. These funds offer a way to generate yield, says Jason, head of private wealth at Hashnote. How Ethereum 2.0 can transform DeFi, that might be a good read. That's about it for crypto news. Let's see if there's any stock news. We did have a couple reports come out early today. Pretty much the consensus being that we do raise 50 basis points instead of the 25 basis points. But I do believe that the Fed is waiting for Friday's report on the jobs unemployment claims to really see if we actually have a move, if the basis point is that of 25 or 50. So I went ahead and posted this earlier today. If it's good below 165,000, 25 basis points, market should rally some from the 25 BPS cut. So if we have somewhat of a rally on this little bit of a cut, that would be nice. But if it's above 165,000, 55 basis points, market will dump as recession fears will continue. So 50 basis points is kind of heavy to just cut right off the bat. Now, Canada has already cut their basis points quite a bit. So the United States is pretty much behind in that concept of cutting rates. And if the job report's really bad and the Fed has to pivot and cut rates massively, that's not going to end well, because that will push inflation back up. So it needs to be a gradual grind back down. But at the same time, it seems like the possibility that the Fed has pretty much destroyed the job market in some sense. So it's very unfortunate. I know a lot of friends around me and people, friends of friends and stuff, who have lost jobs or are losing jobs, or something's happening and they've had a very hard time trying to find another job to fill in for that. So it's definitely it's a weird time. It's a weird time. For me personally, I've noticed I'm getting more calls for charities, more calls for donations, giving any type of food or clothing, more so than I've ever had. So just kind of like when you're traveling around and looking around in your general area where you live, just kind of see if there's any signs that you can tell that there's really, it could be a really bad recession. I've noticed things have kind of transformed a little bit over the past few years. The gut feeling of going into recession to actually having a recession is different. But as a trader, you trade the charts, right? But it's always, you have to have some consideration of the news and just the atmosphere around you and how people feel around you. Today, Dollar General posted their earnings and it was really bad. The stock is down 25% right now. They're not doing good.
I wanted to make sure
these
I
are
had the
just
right
signs
stock
of this, because I actually don't look at Dollar General whatsoever. But yeah, if you look, 25%, almost 31% technically now down. So it just doesn't look, it doesn't favor them very well. That's not good. The dollar store isn't doing well. That should be some indications that things are not going well. Such is life. So I don't know if there's anything crazy in stock news other than what I already spoke about. Softening U.S. dollar largely erases 2024 gain as investors expect Fed rate cut. Yeah, that's another thing. If we go to the dollar, we had kind of a massive drop from it, and it's just now it's at a 2-year low practically. Still looking for this bottom right here, as I spoke about in my previous video, but things are just, they're kind of just unfolding, and they're not unfolding well. So hopefully the job report isn't too terrible and the Fed does only do 25 basis points and we don't aggressively drop again. Richard Branson says business leaders must join the fight to end brutal and deeply flawed death penalty. U.S. Steel could leave Pittsburgh if Nippon deal is scrapped. Wall Street Journal. It's another one. The U.S. Steel is down right now too as well. Pretty bad. Can't find a job in this economy. There's plenty in this industry. So here's another context clue of like, can't find a job in this economy. Things are just not well. These investors are killing the game-changing tech startups of America. Startups lose billions and venture capital's lack of vision is to blame. That might be a good read. I haven't really read through too many of these. I've been doing a lot of housekeeping stuff, finishing up the psychology course. So why the stock market September slide isn't done. So notoriously in the past, September has been a bad month for stocks. And so we probably will continue that on our way to zero, right? Global oil price falls to lowest since June on concern over demand slowdown. So that's great for gas. If you need to purchase gas, that's wonderful. But I did also pull this up too as well. Dollar General stock crashes, so investors buy the dip or stay away. I personally wouldn't buy Dollar General to begin with, but having a 30% correction like this isn't a terrible spot, but I would probably see how the next earning report goes before I actually put some risk into this. But I personally will not be investing in the Dollar General. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started on our stocks here. So we already did look at let's look at Dow. I did want to look at Dow first because I think we're getting pretty close to my target on that. So my last video, I was kind of looking for this, and we're coming down. We're slowly coming down to that area, taking a little bit of time, but we're slowly getting into this spot right here that I was talking about on my last video. It's great to see that. Let's check out the weekly. Weekly's pointing up, still bullish on the weekly though. Daily, I really wish Bitcoin had the weekly like the Dow does. Daily starting to turn over though, so that's not good news. Let's see, 12 hour starting to turn over as well. Yeah, I'm pretty bearish still on this. Oh, this 8 hours looking really bad on Dow too. Yeah, I have no reason to be bullish on this right now. 6 hours looking pretty bad too. Let's check out the 2 hour. 2 hours starting to bottom out a little bit. We got some bullish divergence, but I don't think it's anything to really give us much indication to go higher. Yeah, just not looking good. I'm pretty bearish on the Dow right now, I must say. We'll go ahead and move to 4 hours looking really bad too. Let's go ahead and move to S&P. I do want to see where weekly P is on S&P as well. I don't know if we touched that. We're getting close to what I was looking for on S&P as well from my last video. Although we didn't quite get the swing fail this high that I was expecting. It would have been nice to get some liquidity grabs here and then make our way back down to the bottom. But you know, you can't always be 100%, but this target right here is looking pretty close every day. You know, it's getting closer and closer. So the weekly P is right here. Let me take off Woody first. I sometimes use Woody, I sometimes don't, and that might be my downfall. It's nice, but Woody and Weekly P are about the same spot, mostly. Woody, Weekly P, or yeah, Woody, Weekly P, and then the Weekly P are about in the same spot most of the time. So we actually haven't. Oh, we did Tuesday. Yeah, we came down and tested it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. So we've already hit Weekly P for this. We did hit Weekly P for Bitcoin as well. So, you know, for me, if we get back up into this area near Weekly P and Weekly P is still here, it would be a good resistance zone for it. But that's quite a move back up to the top for us to hit Weekly P again. Possibility though. 2 hour has bottomed out completely for us, so we are getting a little bit of a rise. 4 hours looking pretty darn good. It's bottomed out as well. Looking a lot better than Dow, I must say. Let's see, and we're sitting on S3 too, weekly S3. That's kind of a really strong support area. We have bullish divergence. 2 of them on the 6 hour starting to pan out really well for that. S&P is looking really good right now. 8 hours, a little troublesome, but we do have bullish divergence forming on there. Not confirmed yet. It could confirm by the end of the market close here shortly. 12 hour doesn't look great either. And then the daily probably, yeah, the daily doesn't look great either. So for me, I'm still leaning a bit bearish on S&P. However, I would like to see us kind of have a little bit of a return to close to the weekly P. I don't know if we can get the weekly P, but possibly back into this order block right here. I am favoring a little bit more of a bullish standpoint. Now, the only downfall to this is the jobs reports coming out on Friday. That could change things, but what I see on the charts right now is holding true to what I believe. You know, we kind of recover up here again, and then another move back down. So, and we didn't really check out the dollar other than the weekly on that. So let's go ahead and analyze this. I still want to see us hit this area down here before we start having another move back up, major move back up. But we are sitting on this weekly order block right here. We bounced from it, and then we're kind of recovering that, you know, to the downside of that last candle. So not the greatest price action with the dollar, although we do have a swing fill pattern on juxtapost with it, so that's always strong on a weekly time frame basis. Volatility's exhausted right here, had that nice little move up, but I don't see reason why we can't come down a little lower and test this area that I circled here for my last video. So at this rate, I mean, we might as well, or even a bit lower. Yeah, I'm thinking right here still kind of where I would look for it. Let's see what the 12 hour looks like. 12 hours exhausted as well. Wow, it's crazy to see that off such a small price move. Check out 8 hour. 8 hours not looking great either. So I'm leaning pretty bearish on the dollar right now as well, especially on these lower time frames, looking really bad. Not good at all. Yeah, not good at all. And once the Fed does start to cut these rates, this dollar will start to weaken even more. It seems as of recently, it's kind of decoupled a tad bit from Bitcoin, which can be kind of frustrating when you're trying to trade it. If you're gauging off what Bitcoin's going to do based off of, you know, what the dollar is doing. So the weekly P, we are sitting at it right now and testing it. We did open above it, or let's see, Sunday. Yeah, we opened above it, came down and tested it. How wonderful is that? Came around here, chopped, came down, tested it. Weekly P is a magnet. Any asset I've ever seen, weekly P is always touched. It's always tapped somewhere. So I am bearish on the dollar, which can kind of bode well for Bitcoin. Let's check out Bitcoin now. I am still long on Bitcoin from 54,000 range, although I'm not super comfortable with it. I do have my stop loss at break even. Could have taken some profits at 65. I decided to hold out on it. Did get that nice little short in on the opposite side reverse, kind of hedge it, but I'm not super comfortable. I will start to get more comfortable if we start getting back up into the 61,000 area, 62, and start having some larger time frame candle confirmations. For us to go a tad bit higher would be great to see. But anyways, so in terms of Bitcoin, well, the weekly looks miserable. It looks absolutely miserable. Lower lows, lower highs. It just looks really, really bad. It's not bullish in any sense. Now, the thing with this is the weekly still pointing down, the daily still pointing down as well. So there's a lot of bearish pressure coming from those time frames. 12-hour is starting to flatline, neutral zoned out right now. And 8-hour is starting to flatline as well. So that bodes well for a long. 8-hour is starting to look pretty darn good, or 6-hour is starting to look pretty good. Apologies. And then 4-hour is starting to turn around and look really well as well. So for me personally, I would kind of like to see what we do getting back up into this order block right here, kind of in this area right here, see if this does anything great for us. But overall, I am leaning a bit more bullish on Bitcoin right now. Now, again, this can change when the reports come out on Friday, so that's something that kind of gauges what we're going to do. But for me, I personally believe that we will go higher. So why not prepare ourselves to go higher? The only concern I really have with Bitcoin is the 12-hour still not quite flatlined like I would like to see it in the day. The day is still pointing down, still kind of a bearish posture to it. But, the 12-hour is looking a lot better than it did up here in this area. We had this triple bearish divergence right here, had a great play. Juxtapost called it easy play. You could have taken 5% off that. 10% might have been a little greedy, but sometimes you got to take a little risk to get more out of it, right? But overall, Juxtapost called the bottom right here, called the top right here, and we're flying. We're trading this every day. We're killing it. We're just killing it. But Juxtapost does have 2-hour bearish or bullish divergence that formed right here, and we're kind of playing that right now. That test as well, along with the swing fail on Juxtapost on the 2-hour time frame. So overall, I am bullish on Bitcoin, which might be my demise. I might regret being bullish on Bitcoin, but it's rather be bullish on this point price action here than like 65,000 or even 61, 63,000. So food for thought on that. But this 12-hour called that top out. Let's see, 8-hour called the top out as well. We had a top out signal, and then we just flew right back down. So these signals, you can't miss. I mean, you see it on screen right here. They don't miss. This one you would have made a little bit of profit off of. This one you would have made a lot of profit off of. This one you would have made a lot of profit off of it as well. So these indicators don't miss. And everybody that's using it is enjoying it and having a great time. I will be doing automation soon, starting to roll that out. I'm going to be creating a separate script for automation stuff, which pretty much is going to have everything that Serenity, Nexus, and Juxtapost has all wrapped up in one. And, that won't be visually appealing, but it will have every aspect of Juxtapost and Nexus and Serenity in one. And you can use alerts or anything you can to automate any type of trading you want. Now, I am going to do some automation setup and get that rolling so that if you do join the group and you just want to do bot trading or set up for automation bot trading, you can. There will be a monthly fee for that for server cost. I do have servers that I will be hosting the bot on there that will be doing the trading and pretty much processing the alerts, so there will be a small monthly fee for that. Nothing crazy, maybe a little bit more than a couple Netflix accounts, right? So stay tuned for that information as well. I do want to get that out by Q4, and I think that will be a useful tool for everybody to use just to make a little extra money on the side. 1 or 2% daily gains, it does snowball into really well profits. You have a couple of those bots running, it works out even better. And I haven't quite decided how I'm going to have the bots running, if it's going to be each individual bot or if I'll let you do, like 2 or 3 bots at the same time on different accounts. It's kind of up in the air. In the beginning, when I'm doing beta, it'll probably be one account, you throw in $100, see how it goes for a couple months and go from there. So there'll be a lot of testing. It will take a lot of time, but I'm really confident that, you see these indicators on the screen, you see how well they play out. I'm very confident that the automation form will do just as well. And also, taking out the automation, it takes out your mental well-being, your psychology, which is this whole entire course I've been writing up, the psychology course I've been writing up, which is huge. But having that not there and just trading to trade is such a wonderful thing. I wish we could all trade like bots and do well, but unfortunately, that's what makes the market so beautiful, right? So anyways, That's it from Crypto Stud. You guys have a good one. Take it easy. Peace.
I got room in my fumes. She fill my mind up with ideas. I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here. She saw my eyes, she knew I'm gone. I said some things that she might feel. I'm doing sure I'll be the soon. That ain't what she wanna hear. Now I got it in my room. Legs wrap around my beard. Got the fastest cars on. Oh, we make it out of here. When I'm with you, I feel alive. You say you love me, don't you lie. Won't cross my heart, don't wanna die. Keep the pistol on my side. Case is fumed. She fill my mind up with ideas. I'm the highest in the room. Hope I make it out of here. We ain't stressing about the loot. My palmetto cancer real. This not the molly, this the boo. Ain't no coming back from here. Live the life for life from here. It's so much gas that I can take. Turn around to take it here. Oh, we make it out of here.
Grab the wall, wiggle like you tryna make your ass fall off. Hella thick, I wanna smash them all now. Speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. Speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. Black money, let them hoes say amen. I'm just trying to make it clear, boy, Ray Bans. I'm a great man, whoa, say friend. I play a hole every night, DJ, amen. Room full of boppers, tell them give me topper. Beat it up, no one hit the coppers. I'm SCGE, you'd like to know. T54, thumb, large me in your throat. West side, baby, do what you do. And you got tell, well, that shit do. It's the pretty nigga mob, it's the way that I grow up. I be stepping up in the club and making drops in my shoes. And you mad cause I spoon, but I don't give a fork. Silverware a nigga out if he acting a poor sport. Use a boy, grab your girl and get her yankin'. Got a booty like coops, I'm tryna make it. Whoa, slow down, grab the wall. Wiggle like you tryna make your ass fall.